Introducing ClutchBet, Colorado's only sports betting app offering bet insurance up to $50 when you bet the over at Colorado's ballpark. Download today and get up to $1,000 in bonus bets over your first 5 weeks. Now that's clutch. Terms apply. Must be 21 or older and present in Colorado. Gamble responsibly. Call 1-800-GAMBLER if you or someone you know needs help.
Along with Oscar Ogren, James Musa makes his 7th Switchbacks appearance of the year, and Drew Skundrich rounds out the back line. 3 in the midfield, Jay Chapman, Juan Tejada, who had the goal against Phoenix last week, and Speedy Williams round out that group. And then the 3 going forward, Jairo Enriquez, Malik Foster, and Jonas Fjellberg makes the start. This will be his 10th match of the season. Switchbacks bringing him over a couple months ago as well. We saw it a couple of home matches ago, Roland Vargas, between Juan Tejada and Jonas Fjellberg. They joined the Switchbacks from other places, but the two of them have formed quite the partnership already.
Yeah, and I think they play off of each other very well. They're similar players on paper. They're both a little diminutive. They have a ton of speed. They have a ton of quality and experience, actually, for both being rather young players in the USL Championship. And I think they have a really good connection. And I think when they can play with someone who's more comfortable taking up a central role, and you can get Tejada and Fjellberg into wider positions, I think that's really where you see their success. And Tejada, he's been employed by the Switchbacks a little bit more of a direct route, and Fjellberg has been asked to track back a little bit. And I think they're starting to create a great understanding between them, both of them. And when they have that kind of pace, that kind of dynamism, that kind of physical nous, I think they can really cause opponents issues, especially with the way the Switchbacks like to play, where they like to absorb a ton of pressure and then hit quickly on the counter.
We've mentioned it a couple times already. The first 15 minutes of this one are going to be vital. It is no surprise, gorgeous out in San Diego. Some clouds, maybe more than the fine folks there in San Diego are used to, but it is 78 degrees at kickoff. Switchbacks will get us going, moving left to right across your radio dial. False start here to get us underway. Switchbacks wearing their cyan jerseys with the white shorts, white numbers, and letters. San Diego Loyal with the green tops with the orange stripe going from the shoulder straight down, white shorts as well. Underway out in San Diego. Switchbacks looking to recover after a 5-0 loss to San Diego last time these two teams met up. San Diego joining the league back in 2020. They've only seen each other. This is the 4th time Switchbacks have yet to get a result off of them, hoping to do so today. Switchbacks play the ball down the far sideline, headed away by San Diego. And now San Diego will gain full possession of it 45 seconds into the match.
And the back four that we expected from the Switchbacks, Musa on the left-hand side, Drew Skundrich at that right-back position that he's making his own, Oscar Ogren and Matt Mahoney in the center-back spots. They formed a really terrific partnership for the Switchbacks. We'll just ease off their press and let Koke Vegas stride forward with the ball.
Well, San Diego, if they've had a weakness this year, it's been conceding goals. Koke Vegas, one of the bigger names in the league, but has not had a season that he is accustomed to. Switchbacks looking to exploit that here this afternoon. San Diego, off of a throw-in, works the ball to the far sideline. They'll cross midfield here. Good combination play, but the Switchbacks able to take it away. Now Chapman wanting to move quickly, and a pass just out of the reach of Jonas Fjellberg allows San Diego to get back possession.
It was the right idea to try to help that one on to Fjellberg. Just couldn't bring it under control. That's the danger, though. If you're San Diego, if you lose the ball in those kind of areas, just how quickly the Switchbacks want to hit on the counter.
San Diego back across midfield along the far sideline, and now they'll pass it back into their own end. 2 minutes in, no score. So already a better start for the Switchbacks than the last time these two teams met. As that one goes out off of San Diego on the near sideline, Switchbacks will get a throw. This one played up the field. San Diego takes it away again. Here might be an opportunity for Loyal. Pass to the top of the 18. It's loose in the box now. Switchbacks do well to gain possession. Can't clear it on the first try, but they do on the second. Out to midfield, and now a foot race for it. Malik Foster nearly got to it. San Diego reclaims possession in their own end.
Well defended at the second opportunity by Skundrich, who just hacked it clear. To your point, Malik Foster almost getting on the end of it. It was a good break forward from San Diego. There was some contact in the box, but referee not forced into any kind of decision, just incidental as Timo Moshobane was running through.
We approach 3 minutes played out in Southern California with no score. Neither goalkeeper has been called upon as of yet. Carlos Guzman, the new man for San Diego Loyal.
He started that friendly against Borussia Dortmund. They want that partnership of Stoneman and Guzman to solidify their defense out in San Diego. As Stoneman drives forward, gets it out wide.
Blake Bodley dribbling towards the middle of the field. He had 2 goals against the Switchbacks 16 days ago. Pass in towards the box is taken away by Colorado Springs. They'll try and turn it upfield, but it's taken away. San Diego sustaining possession. Carlos Guzman back towards midfield as San Diego looks to regain its shape. 3:47 gone by in the first half, no score. San Diego down the far sideline. They'll try to play it to the box, taken away again by Colorado Springs, but still unable to get out of danger here. San Diego, as that tackle makes the ball go out of play, it will be a San Diego throw, but that was a heavy challenge.
Yeah, referee just going to overrule the assistant, give it to the Switchbacks. That's exactly what James Musa wanted. He takes the throw. And Oscar Ogren pings it out to Drew Skundrich.
Yeah, James Musa making his 7th appearance for the Switchbacks, acquired in the offseason. They like the size and physicality that he brings. Saw a little bit of it there on that last possession. Switchbacks into the San Diego half along the far sideline. Just about 15 yards in, now backtracking towards the midfield line. San Diego pressing high here. Ball played back to Joe Kuzminski, making his 3rd start. Played his former club, Charleston. That coincidentally was the last time the Switchbacks won on the road. He also got the start down in Phoenix last week. Played well. This one played forward by Colorado Springs. Switchbacks with something going. Pass into the box is deflected away by San Diego, and they'll guide it out along the far sideline. Here's a throw with 5:15 gone by in the first half.
Beautiful look up over the top. I think it was Jairo Enriquez running in behind for the Switchbacks. They going to give this one to San Diego? They sure are. I think it'll be a free kick, ? For San Diego Loyal.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Some contact in the box here is going to give San Diego a free kick. So the Switchbacks come away with nothing on their latest trip down to the San Diego half of the field. No look to build from the back, going right down the middle of the field. It's Blake Bodley. Passes it to his right. San Diego, deliberate here. Now just stopping, and they'll pass it out to the far sideline.
Koke Vegas, a healthy 35 yards out of his goal to sort of play auxiliary center back as San Diego look to stretch the Switchbacks out wide.
Here's Bodley whipping it in. It comes to the far side of the box. San Diego with it, trying to force a corner kick, and I believe they'll get one as they fire it off of a Switchbacks defender. This first corner kick of the match brought to you by McDivitt Law Firm. We are in your corner.
James Musa had some ground to make up. He did well. Showed the San Diego player, I think it was Adrian Perez, to the outside. And then the ball just cleared off of Musa. Corner kick for the Loyal.
This type of situation was where the Switchbacks conceded the match-tying goal in the 90th minute down in Phoenix. So certainly a point of emphasis this week in training. Once they clear it, make sure it's clear. Don't allow San Diego to come back at you. This one is headed into Oscar Ogren and then out. So it'll be another corner kick here for San Diego. It just occur from the near side of the field now.
Yeah, not the best ball in fairness, from the Loyal. Drifted to the back post. Kept in well enough, and then just off of the face of Ogren.
And that was Carlos Guzman playing that corner and heading it off of the face of Oscar Ogren. So now Perez will make his way to the near side here. Let's Charlie Adams take this one as we approach 8 minutes played out in San Diego. No score. Sent in by San Diego. Not much of a better one here. Switchbacks have control of it. Got to get it cleared out, though. They're 20 yards from their own goal, and they turn it over. San Diego back with it. Top of the 18, and that one just skewed wide. Switchbacks breathe a collective sigh of relief as that one went right to Camden Riley. And if he would have put it on frame, who knows what would have happened.
Really scrappy passage of play. San Diego tried that training ground routine to pull the corner kick all the way back outside the 18 for the initial shot, and the switchbacks looked like they had an opportunity to break, but they couldn't connect on their passing. And then, to your point, Riley just snatching at his strike, sending it high up and over Joe Kuzminski's goal. Switchbacks need to be careful. They're trying to build out from the back. It's been a couple times, though, that San Diego has been pressing high and put them under pressure as Malik Foster's going to go on a bit of a run.
And he gets around his defender. Here comes into the box. Stumbles a bit. Still on his feet. Still has it. But doesn't get the shot off as San Diego able to send it out on the far sideline. Foster just could not keep it in his possession, weaving through traffic.
Yeah, and that's the fastest player on the pitch. Malik Foster picked that ball up right on the touchline, drove goalwards. It was that initial touch from him that took him inside the defender, put himself in between the defender and the goal, got him that space, and then just a little bit of contact gave the referee something to think about, and then just kind of stumbled, lost his footing at the end, couldn't get much purchase, and his strike was cleared off the line by a defender.
Off the throw-in, Juan Tejada going back and forth, trying to get around his defender, could not. Now the ball is, they're maybe going to give a free kick here to San Diego Loyal, so the switchback's unable to get something going here as we get another look at Malik Foster. Just got around Grant Stoneman easily, and just Koke Vegas came up, and then a good defensive play by Colin Martin to finish it off. But that was a good sequence by Malik Foster. You could tell he's going to be a problem here this afternoon for San Diego.
He had so long to run with the ball. There was no way that Stoneman was going to catch up to him. You called it, Colin Martin with the key intervention. Koke Vegas did just enough to push Malik Foster out wide as San Diego long diagonal up over the top.
And they'll send in the cross, head it back on towards the middle. Switchbacks get there and send it out towards midfield. Good clearance here.
Yeah, it was Moshe Bane, I think, that tried to swing a left foot at it, just didn't get any purchase on his strike. This game's starting to open up. 10:44 into the match. We've got a pretty good one on our hands at Torero Stadium.
Loyal with it on the far sideline. Now they'll pass it to the middle of the field. Just a few yards in from the midfield circle. They'll work it to the near side. Carlos Guzman with it. They've run through him quite a bit here early on. Passes across the box. And now that one sent in, skied high and over the outstretched arm of Kuzminski and the crossbar as well. Goal kick coming up. 11-16 gone by in the first half, no score.
Yeah, Adrian Perez, good feet. Juan Tejada worked back defensively, put Perez under just enough pressure. He tried to beat Kuzminski at the near post. Goalkeeper had it covered. Well up and over in the end. By the way, there are worse backdrops to a professional soccer stadium than this one.
Gorgeous. Absolutely. Out there in San Diego.
Fantastic part of the world.
Switchbacks again, building from the back under heavy duress from San Diego. They haven't made it out of their 18 yet. Now they do.
That's a foul.
As San Diego gets whistled there, running right through Juan Tejada was Camden Riley. Free kick at the 12-minute mark for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks.
Yeah, Tejada knew the contact was coming. Just held up the ball well. Riley, Southern California kid, played at Pacific, home of the
Tigers.
There it is.
Shouts to Michael Olowokandi.
The Candy Man.
Switchbacks just shy of midfield. They bomb it to the near sideline, looking for Malik Foster again, this time out of his reach and out of play. It will be a goal kick for Koke Vegas and San Diego Loyal. That pass intended for Jonas Fjellberg. And that's right there. You see what the switchbacks can do with Tejada and Fjellberg and Foster and really Jairo Enriquez too. Just interchange them, move one to one side of the field. They really like the versatility they have with these guys.
And they want to exploit one-on-one matchups. It's no secret. I think the switchbacks already in the opening quarter of an hour almost of this match they've been a little bit more direct when they've gotten the ball back. They're not afraid to look long. They're not afraid to go up over the top and try to use their pace to stretch in behind. It doesn't all have to be built through the middle. And so far, they've caused San Diego a couple of issues with their pace, particularly that chance from Malik Foster we saw just a few minutes ago.
San Diego into the switchbacks half of the field, and a little miscommunication there as Blake Bodley was not trending down the sideline. Charlie Adams thought he was going to, the San Diego captain, talking to Bodley, letting him know what he was thinking there. Switchbacks will get a throw down towards their corner on the near side of the field.
Yeah, they just wanted Bodley to continue that run down the left-hand side. I think that's the point that Charlie Adams was making. A little bit scrappy on this near side. I think there was a hand involved from San Diego. It's going to be a switchbacks free kick. Joe Corona just seeing that one jump up off his arm.
Yeah, Corona, the big addition this offseason for San Diego as the switchbacks turn it over again in their own half. San Diego at the corner of the 18. Good defending there by the switchbacks, though, to recover, and they allow the rest of the team to get back in position to defend.
Yeah, and the switchbacks are working hard defensively. Malik Foster making up a lot of ground to force San Diego now out to their left.
Guzman to Adams, whips it in with the left foot, blocked at the corner of the box by the switchbacks. And again, some lackluster passing, but the switchbacks recover and they'll reverse fields here. Juan Tejada, covered by Camden Riley, cuts into the middle of the field, crossed the midfield line, and it's taken away. Thought there was a foul there as Tejada goes down. No such luck. San Diego with possession. They'll work the far side of the field again as we tick past 15 minutes played out in Southern California with no score.
It's been a really good game, open game, both teams with chances. San Diego breaking forward on the right. Referee's going to buy that one.
And a yellow for James Musa.
Yeah, there wasn't much there. Musa making the gesture to the referee that, yeah, he left a leg, but certainly a little bit embellished by Adrian Perez, who went over James Musa right on the edge of the 18-yard box. Good opportunity for San Diego from this upcoming free kick. Our first yellow card of the match, brought to you by
Diversus Health, mental health and well-being for all. It's the second booking of James Musa's switchbacks career.
Yeah, and that's difficult. That'll put him on a little bit of an island there at that left back position.
Switchbacks going to put two players on the line created by the spray. This free kick will be just a couple yards above the corner of the 18, far side of the field.
Should favor the left foot.
And it will. Adams sends it in, headed out by Colorado Springs, but the third corner kick of the half for San Diego coming up. Speedy Williams was the one in position to head it away.
Yeah, Speedy Williams did well with that. Just got his face in front of that one. That was a good opportunity from San Diego. Looked like they were trying to play that one right in on top of Kuzminski with pace. Speedy Williams didn't let it get that far.
So Charlie Adams will take this one for the third time today. This corner kick brought to you by McDivitt Law Firm. Adams sends it in. Good-looking ball on the far post. Had a man diving to head it in, but he missed it. And this one, we'll see, it was just glanced out of play by Oscar Ogren, so it will be another corner kick for San Diego Loyal as we get another look.
Yeah, and it really needed that little flick from Ogren. It was Carlos Guzman at the back post, ready with the diving header. Did just enough. Set pieces, though, starting to add up for San Diego.
This is number 4. It will occur from the near side of the field. Sent in on the near post, played out by Colorado Springs. Now a shot goes in from San Diego, taken by the Switchbacks, and they'll look to hit their opponent on the counter.
Yeah, that ball needed to go into Jonas Fjellberg just a split second earlier. He had the matchup one-on-one. Switchbacks just not able to work it that way. They build out from the right-hand side really well, but just unable to catch San Diego on the break that they would have wanted.
Jairo Enriquez was trying to play a long ball through to Jonas Fjellberg. San Diego took it away, and now they have possession in their own half of the field. 18-11 has gone by in the first half. No score still between San Diego and Colorado Springs. We welcome those of you listening on Sirius XM, channel 157. And, of course, those of you that tune in on a regular basis on Extra Sports 1300. Ryan Kaufman, Roland Vargas with you on this Sunday. Only match in USL Championship play today. As Loyal have it out on the near sideline. Adams looking to send this one in. Played out by Colorado Springs. It will be a throw on the near side for the hosts.
Center backs have dealt with those kind of areas really well from the Switchbacks' perspective so far, opening 20 minutes of this match. San Diego tried their right-hand side early on. Last few minutes, it's been predominantly down the left.
And a bicycle kick attempted there by San Diego as the ball was played in. Conway, who's had a phenomenal year, had a really good look at it, but just such a difficult finish.
Yeah, got the contact on it, just couldn't keep it down. Kuzminski will say he had it covered, and he did. But acrobatics from Evan Conway. Don't try that one at home.
Goal kick goes downfield, taken away by San Diego. There haven't been many possessions that have been just a couple of passes and that's it. Both teams, when they have the ball, have sustained possession. Unfortunately for the Switchbacks, San Diego's had it more than they have.
Yeah, it's honestly the match is falling into the pattern I think you would have expected pregame. San Diego having a lot of possession, the Switchbacks trying to use their pace quickly on the counter. Another dangerous ball whipped in from the left-hand side for the Loyal. Switchbacks deal with it well enough. Clash of heads. Referee's going to bring a stop to play.
Yeah, I think it's Fjellberg, the player down for Colorado Springs, as the Switchbacks were trying to clear it out. This injury stoppage brought to you by Centura Health. Both players down. Bodily is up at least on his knees, and now he'll stand up. Fjellberg, though, took the worst of it, and he's still down. Here in the 21st minute, both teams will use this as an opportunity to hydrate. Again, really good temperature, 78 degrees, sun peeking out in San Diego a little bit sooner than was expected by the forecast. Fjellberg now up on his feet. He'll have to come out for a few moments. Switchbacks will have possession here. Both teams will be momentarily down to 10 men as Bodley and Fjellberg wait for the go-ahead from the official.
Should just be an uncontested drop ball that you would imagine the Switchbacks would play backwards. But we'll see exactly what the referee decides to do. Jay Chapman standing over it. And that's exactly what it'll be. Referee will just drop it. Switchbacks will sportingly play back, and we're back underway.
21-46 and counting. No score. Switchbacks trying to work the far side of the field. Cut off by San Diego. They quickly get about 25 yards from goal before the Switchbacks reclaim possession. Ball over the top to Malik Foster. Flag is up for offside. Foster looking over at the official on the sideline. I don't think he agreed.
Yeah, it was a late flag as well. Malik Foster doesn't necessarily need to be offside on those ones with his pace. He can get in behind Stoneman. He's proven that already in this match. Switchbacks not unduly bothered with San Diego having possession inside their own half. It's only when they get over the midfield line that the Switchbacks will start to press and try to win the ball back quickly.
Yeah, and San Diego is just not in any hurry to get across midfield if the Switchbacks aren't going to contest them. Of course, now they will, because San Diego's down the far sideline, diagonal into the near side of the box, played out by Colorado Springs, now about 25 yards out. San Diego back with possession. Adams to the far post, header goes over the crossbar, very nearly 1-0. Good looking play there by San Diego is Joe Corona, who just couldn't quite finish it off.
Best ball of the match. Adams whipping it in with the left foot. Switchbacks got a touch on it. I believe it was James Musa. It should be another corner kick for San Diego. And that's what it'll be.
Brought to you by Pikes Peak National Bank. Bank well, be well, cheer loud. Again, they'll go with a right-footed corner kick taker. Another good ball into the box. San Diego with it. A shot goes over the crossbar, but I think we had a whistle before all of that.
Yeah, San Diego looking for a call inside the Switchbacks 18. They're not going to get that one. Referee in a good position. I think it was Colin Martin that hit the deck. It was. Wanted something extra from the referee. Wasn't going to get it. Former Wake Forest Demon Deacon. Switchbacks getting pinned in the corner. Nice little turn from Jay Chapman. Speedy Williams helps it on.
Yeah, I had to get around the official in the middle of the field, but did. Now a pass to Jay Chapman, who wrangles it in. Played to the near sideline now. San Diego pressuring, trying to force a turnover. Very nearly did there. Fjellberg goes to get it, and there's a foul on San Diego, and they're not happy because that's their game plan. They want to be physical. They want to get away with some stuff and try to force some turnovers. Referee not allowing them to do so there.
Yeah, he's just going to have a chat with Corona. It was his foul on Jay Chapman right in front of the official. He just wants to have a chat. And that's all it'll be. The former San Diego State star, home of the
Aztecs. Easiest one you've given me all year. Get a look at crowd there at San Diego. You mentioned the friendly against Borussia Dortmund was at the home football stadium of the San Diego State Aztecs.
Borussia Dortmund in action tonight in Vegas.
How are we not at that match? Oh, yeah, because of this one.
Among other things.
Right. Foul going against Colorado Springs here just inside the San Diego half. Free kick for the hosts.
And for those listening on radio, we're not making it up. Koke Vegas is genuinely 35, 40 yards out of his goal when San Diego have possession. He's playing right in between the two center backs, is the goalkeeper for the Loyal.
And it's the way he likes to play, but sometimes it has cost San Diego as they charge into the box here. Cross was deflected and ends up being smothered by Joe Kuzminski on the near post.
Yeah, just took a piece of James Musa on its way through. That took the sting out of the cross. Kuzminski easily able to collect. Blake bodily struggling with something. Camera follows him. Doesn't look like he's moving too freely. The former UW star there in Seattle, home of the
Huskies.
These are easy ones today.
Yeah, they are.
We need some more obscure colleges from some of the San Diego Loyal players.
Loyal have possession right at midfield along the far sideline now. They get into the Switchbacks half. Nice move to get around the defender. Into the box is San Diego Loyal. Now pass out. San Diego still with it. The corner on the near side. Bodily. Fjellberg trying to knock it away. Still not out of danger of the switchbacks. Fjellberg there on the second effort gives the switchbacks some breathing room.
Already a couple times, San Diego trying to isolate James Musa at left back. It's already on the yellow card. They got around him. Musa was very lucky not to take down the streaking San Diego players. The switchbacks clipped that one out. It'll be a throw for the hosts.
San Diego feeling like an opportunity is not too far away, trying to keep up the pace.
Yeah, pressure's building.
Guzman to Bodley. Bodley from the near sideline sent it in. It was headed out by Colorado Springs, and now the switchbacks take possession. Jonas Fjellberg trying to move it up the near sideline. Tapped out by San Diego. Will be a switchbacks throw right in front of the Loyal bench area. Jay Chapman will throw it in.
Good strength, upper body strength from Fjellberg to turn that corner. Chapman, I think, will leave it for Drew Skundrich. He'll do just that. Drew Skundrich's wife, Andy Sullivan, getting a start in the first couple U.S. Women's National Team games down under. They play in just a couple days against Portugal in their deciding match in the group. It's all going to be about goal difference in that one to see whether the U.S. progress first or second. And Speedy Williams is going to be called for a foul, tracking back on Tumi Moshobane.
And talking about the U.S. Women's National Team before, a free kick opportunity for San Diego. This story continues to be the Colorado natives, Sophia Smith and Lindsey Horan, accounting for all the goals in the opener against Vietnam. And then Lindsey Horan getting a hard foul perpetrated on her by her teammate and friend at the club level, sparked her to head in a set piece. That ended 1-1 against the Netherlands. Got to feel like those two teams will see each other again.
The U.S. will put themselves in a real difficult stage of the knockouts if they're not able to win that group. They need things to go their way against Portugal in Auckland. It's a free kick opportunity for San Diego. We'll see what they try to do. Might be a little far out to strike directly a goal. Just kidding. They'll go straight into the wall and take a switchbacks player with it.
Yeah, Corona fired it in and went off the face of one of the four players in the switchbacks wall. That was I believe the aforementioned Drew Skundrich. As we get another look here. Oof.
Yeah, we'll have to wear that one. Vision from San Diego to go direct there. Thought it might have been chipped to the back post. Skundrich, he's only been in Colorado Springs a little while, but a huge Air Force Falcon hockey fan already. So he's going to shake that one off.
Approaching 31 minutes played out in San Diego, no score. This injury stoppage brought to you by Centura Health. Skundrich will make his way towards the sideline here.
Jay Chapman locked in conversation with the Switchbacks coaching staff.
Now Jonas Fjellberg here talking with Switchbacks assistant coach James Chambers. Skundrich makes his way to the San Diego bench area. It will be a drop ball for Joe Kuzminski, and Drew Skundrich will be allowed to re-enter the contest, showing no ill effects from getting that free kick right in the cheek.
Yeah, Kuzminski just played that one to his opposite number, sportingly giving the ball back to San Diego. Koke Vegas, again, 35, 40 yards out of his goal. Doesn't lack for confidence, does he?
No, he does not. And if you're going to play that way, you got to play it that way 100%. Can't be timid at all if you're going to be that far out of goal. As San Diego, meanwhile, trying to get Joe Kuzminski out of his goal. Switchbacks firing it out off of a San Diego player in the near corner. Good play by Jonas Fjellberg. He's played very well through the first 32, approaching 33 minutes of this one.
Yeah, and both he and Tejada have been asked to work back a lot, assist out defensively. We talked in the pregame about the Switchbacks fullbacks getting on the ball, offering something going forward. They haven't been able. They've been willing to do that. They just haven't been able to do that with how high San Diego have been pressing and how much possession the hosts have had. But Fjellberg and Tejada putting in a strong shift defensively, helping out both of their fullbacks. James Musa going to steal in, poke that one away. Got to be careful in those situations, does Musa, as he gives up the free kick. Referee's going to have a talk. He's got to be really, really careful.
Yeah, James Musa already on a yellow card. The ball bounced away from him, and he slid at the same time. The San Diego player, that was Camden Riley, was getting in there, and I think tremendous restraint shown by the official on that one, with James Musa already being served a yellow card.
Yeah. Referee having the talk with Musa, saying these fouls are starting to add up. Referee let one go a little bit earlier when Musa was beaten for pace out on that left-hand side. Switchbacks might want to think about something. They'll want to get Musa at least until the half. He's an experienced player. Shouldn't have put himself in that position of that last challenge. He's got to be real, real careful now.
Yeah, that is a tough one. Riley immediately grabbed just below his right knee. But he is up. It will be a free kick and nothing more for San Diego Loyal.
And you have to imagine that's a final warning for James Musa. Be interesting to see if we get a glimpse at any Switchback subs on their bench.
Back underway after the foul. San Diego Loyal with it.
They don't have Patrick Segrist. There would be a like-for-like change on the bench. They do have Dennis Erdman. As San Diego kind of caught between two minds, it was neither one nor the other from Charlie Adams, as that one just kind of skips through past Kuzminski's goal. Hand up from Adams. Young man out of Hendon. It's about, 7-8 miles northwest of downtown London?
I'll take your word for it. 35-24 gone by in the first half, scoreless. Between Colorado Springs and San Diego Loyal, separated by 1 point in the standings. Off the goal kick, San Diego again able to take it away. Done this a few times. Whipped into the box, headed away by Colorado Springs. Now the Switchbacks trying to take full control of it, and they did for a moment. Now San Diego back on it again.
Yeah, they wanted Malik Foster streaking through the quad into the gymnasium on the near side. Just couldn't get the ball to him. That's where the Switchbacks want to live, and they win it back on the right-hand side.
Yeah, Bodley stumbled there. Switchbacks trying to play it up the near sideline. Ends up going out, but it will be out off of San Diego. So the Switchbacks will have a throw in their opponent's half. They get it in quickly to Speedy Williams, who now tracks back to midfield. Played out to the far side. Matt Mahoney with it, the captain. Get it back across midfield to James Musa. Now to Drew Skundrich, just shy of the line. Now Oscar Ogren is all four defenders for the Switchbacks working in concert there. Speedy Williams back with it. Right at the midfield line. Juan Tejada will now ping it back.
Yeah, nice little triangle from the Switchbacks just to keep possession. Speedy Williams, good quick feet. Tejada's been all around for Colorado Springs opening 38 minutes of this one. It's been honestly a pretty enjoyable match. Still knotted at 0. But it's been pretty good stuff. Switchbacks living on the counter. Fine, fair enough. San Diego having tons of possession. Neither goalkeeper forced into anything too acrobatic so far as the switchbacks get a little bit of space on their left.
Yeah, they break free along the far side, and they'll reverse fields to Jonas Fjellberg in the box. From an angle, he shoots it, and that one is blocked out by San Diego. And the player that gave up his body to make that block is feeling it a little bit. Caught him right in the ribs.
Think it was Guzman.
Trying to get his breath back.
Yeah, that clip could have been taken out of context. Up over the top, Fjellberg. It was Guzman just right in the rib cage, took the wind out of him. Again, the switchbacks unlocking that San Diego defense with a long diagonal up over the top, this time for Fjellberg. The switchbacks finally going to get a corner kick of their own.
First one of the match. This one brought to you by T. Rowe Price. Invest with confidence. Switchbacks send it in. Header over the crossbar and out. They found the man they wanted. That was Matt Mahoney. Just could not angle it down a little bit more to test Coque Vegas.
Good ball in from Jairo Enriquez. Just curling out. Difficult for Mahoney to get the power on it and keep it down. It's a good leap from the switchbacks captain. As Coque Vegas goes on another run out of his net.
So like a leisurely stroll up the field for the San Diego keeper. Now he has it on his feet. He'll distribute to the far side across midfield. Our San Diego Loyal.
He's going to have an extraordinary heat map for a goalkeeper.
Pass blocked out by Colorado Springs into the stands. Yep, fans will have to get it back in here. There's a very happy kid who has a soccer ball, but he's about to find out that he can't keep it. Back underway with San Diego Loyal in the midfield circle, just across midfield line. They have it on the far sideline. Now out further wide. Cross in was sent out by Colorado Springs. San Diego will try it again, this time from the near side of the field. Carlos Guzman bombs it to the far side. This one out off of Colorado Springs, who won the 50-50 ball.
And I think Colorado Springs have switched Matt Mahoney out to left back. James Musa now at center back with Oscar Agran just to try to take some of the pressure off of Musa. He was getting awfully isolated out there, obviously picking up that yellow card, perhaps a little bit lucky to not pick up a second. And the switchbacks, seeing that danger, have just reshaped their defense.
Bonnelly sent one in. Here's a shot, and that one ends up in the back of the net. San Diego Loyal has broken through here in the 41st minute. Joe Corona with the goal from the far side. That'll be his third of the season.
Unstoppable strike from Corona. Put his laces right through that one. Picked it up on the right-hand side of the switchbacks 18. It was a nice enough ball in from the left-hand side. We've seen that time and time again for San Diego Loyal in this match. We haven't seen a strike like that. Joe Corona with an absolute belter. It's a good ball in. Switchbacks just didn't get a touch on it. Touch off the chest from Corona and then just smashes it in, clips the post on its way through. Nothing that Kuzminski could do about it. Got a thumb to it. Just couldn't get enough on it to keep it out 1-0 Loyal.
So once again, the switchbacks concede a first half goal on the road. And we'll have to chase the game. Joe Corona, again, his third goal of the season.
Sure hit it hard enough, didn't he?
Yeah, he really did. And just, it was almost like the glance it got off of Kuzminski may have helped keep it on target. Just clipped that far post and went into the back of the net. So now, how do the switchbacks respond? They're across midfield with some pace. They'll play it to the near side for Jonas Fjellberg. Fjellberg gets around his defender. A second comes over to help. Fjellberg trying to play it to the middle of the goal, and it goes over the head of its intended target and out. San Diego will get a throw, and now you look up and you'd say, oh, only about 3 minutes left in this half. That was a tough goal to concede at an inopportune time, as if there are opportune times to give up goals.
Good response, though, from the switchbacks, you've got to say. Quickly down the right-hand side. Fjellberg, nice feet. Showed good strength as well. Switchbacks are going to, you would imagine, ramp up their press a little bit, see if they can't fluster San Diego a little bit more when they have possession inside their own half. Chapman breaking in.
And they to the top of the box for Fjellberg. Sidesteps one defender. Now back to his left. Lays it up and just ballooned there by Jairo Enriquez. It was a good sequence by Jonas Fjellberg and the switchbacks, but Jairo Enriquez upset with himself. Says a single word that I believe translated may not be safe for air. It was a good sequence by Fjellberg.
It really was. He's been dangerous this entire match. Nice little pass over to Jairo. Just got caught a little bit under Enriquez's feet. Tried to dig it out, and by doing so, kind of just ballooned up and over the crossbar. Good enough response, though, from the switchbacks after going behind. They've got to be careful if they push too many numbers forward, trying to go in search of an equalizer in the last, 2-3 minutes of this first 45.
Yeah, we've had a couple of stoppages, so we'll see how much time is tacked on to the end of this half. San Diego Loyal has broken through, courtesy of Joe Corona. Now a foul going against Malik Foster. Helps Charlie Adams to his feet. Free kick for the hosts. They'll play it short to Guzman, to Adams, back to Guzman. The two of them playing a little keep away. Now San Diego retreats into their own half. Switchback step in front of the pass. Can they keep possession? That is a heavy challenge coming in from Camden Riley. Upended Juan Tejada. Tejada is hurt. Riley will get booked. 44 and a half minutes into this match as we get another look at it. That was Tejada's ball all the way, and Riley came in hard and upended the switchback's midfielder.
Yeah, I thought initially on first glance it might have been more than yellow, but seeing it on the replay, studs didn't really connect from Camden Riley, so fair enough on the yellow card. That's one apiece now in this match. Well late. Tejada doing well to shake that one off.
This yellow card brought to you by Diversus Health, Mental Health and Wellbeing for All. That's 7 yellow cards on Camden Riley this year. Switchbacks with the free kick towards the top of the 18. It's deflected right back to him. Shot was blocked. Colorado Springs still with it. They'll flip it over, but they weren't onside. And then San Diego gets a glancing blow off of Juan Tejada and out. Goal kick for Coque Vegas as we're going to get 4 minutes of TikTok shop stoppage time. So a bigger number than I thought we'd see. 1-0 San Diego with the advantage. See if the switchbacks can seize the opportunity. Equalize before the break as Coque Vegas walks it well out of his own goal. Plays it to the far sideline. Flipped up into the switchbacks half. Good turn here by San Diego. They're pressuring again. From the far side, a shot blocked by Colorado Springs, but it will be another San Diego corner kick here in stoppage time. Adrian Perez forcing it.
Yeah, Oscar Ogden stopping a golden chance for San Diego. Musa had to just let the player go, Adrian Perez, and then Ogden coming across, making a challenge right in front of Kuzminski. Another corner kick, though, for the hosts.
Brought to you by McDivitt Law Firm. We are in your corner. Adams will take it, does have a man close by if he decides to go short. He will not. Into the box, headed out by Colorado Springs, and then immediately a rebound shot by San Diego is deflected out of play on the near side by Colorado Springs. San Diego will try to keep up the pace here, and they won't be able to as they weren't in position for a quick throw.
It was Ogden again that got the second clearance for the switchbacks. That initial strike was partially blocked. They keep that one in. Nice little tiptoes along the end line. Kuzminski, comfortable catch at his near post, wants to restart things quickly. Switchback's not in a position to do so. Switchback's new number one will just calm things down.
Tumi Moshobane with the fancy footwork along the end line with two defenders on him. Fired it into the gut of Kuzminski. And again, the Switchbacks turn it over. Corona, the goal-scoring hero, plays it to Bodley on the near sideline. Straight back to Guzman. Back to Bodley, who lost it out of play. Switchbacks with the throw here. So we're approaching 3 of the 4 stoppage time minutes being expired. Throw in, headed by San Diego Loyal. Switchbacks get possession. Jay Chapman gets fouled there. Switchbacks want to hurry.
Yeah, it was Grant Stoneman drug way out of the center back spot. To your point, Switchbacks wanted to take that free kick quickly. San Diego not allowing that. Should only be about half a minute or so left in this first half.
Jay Chapman goes long down the near sideline for Jonas Fjellberg. Can he run it down? He cannot. Goal kick for Koke Vegas.
Yeah, and that should be just about that. Pretty enjoyable first half, honestly. San Diego, objectively, you'd probably have to say they deserve their lead. We're going to see the stats at halftime, but they've had the majority of possession, the majority of passes as well. And that will be the half.
Switchbacks find themselves trailing at the break to San Diego Loyal. Joe Corona, his third goal of the season, has San Diego Loyal on top. Don't go anywhere. The Switchbacks halftime show comes your way next on Extra Sports 1300.
Cumulus Podcast Network presents Theories of a Third Kind. Explore the unknown with us, from conspiracy theories, aliens and UFOs, to the supernatural, paranormal, and occult, dedicated to seeking the truth and waking the masses. Enjoy wherever you listen.
Cumulus Podcast Network presents What Women Binge with actress Melissa Joan Hart and co-host Amanda Lee. Each episode is a casual conversation with guests chatting about everything from guilty pleasures to pet peeves. Enjoy wherever you listen.
Cumulus Podcast Network presents the Believe family of podcasts covering the latest sports across all professional sports leagues and major college sports teams, with current or former players hosting. Just search for BLEAV podcasts to find your favorite wherever you listen.
Cumulus Podcast Network presents Inside of You with host Michael Rosenbaum, the bald dude from the show Smallville. Each week, Michael speaks with his friends, some of Hollywood's biggest names, and discovers they're not that different from us. Enjoy wherever you listen.
Cumulus Podcast Network presents the Jim Rome Podcast, calling all clones. Jim has new content for you each week, including fresh interviews with the biggest names in sports. Enjoy wherever you listen.
Cumulus Media is looking for multimedia sales professionals to join the explosive audio industry. We offer competitive compensation, a supportive work environment, and ample opportunities for growth. Unleash your sales prowess. Go to cumulussales.com and apply today. Former Navy SEAL Sean Ryan shares real stories from real people from all walks of life on The Sean Ryan Show.
Sean Webb. Everyone can be influenced, and a computer system and artificial intelligence is on the cusp of figuring out how to do that. You're talking about the ability of being able to simulate that they're a human being and sign you up for a special task force, and all of a sudden you're working for an artificial intelligence that's arming you, equipping you, and has a human army to defend its artificial intelligence goals. That's where we're at.
The Sean Ryan Show on YouTube or wherever you listen.
Call ourselves Extra Sports for nothing. We've got the most live sporting events. See our live sports schedule at extrasports1300.com.
Halftime out in San Diego. Switchbacks trailing San Diego Loyal by a score of 1-0. Before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Switchback Soccer on Extra Sports 1300.
KCSF Colorado Springs, a Cumulus media station. Live from the Clutch Bet Studios, this is Extra Sports 1300.
Joe Corona with the difference, his third goal of the season in the 41st minute. Ryan Kaufman, Roland Vargas back with you. And Roland, We were lamenting during the break. Switchbacks really played well, and it just feels like this is their life on the road right now. No breaks at all, and they didn't get one, now trailing 1-0.
They had to absorb a ton of pressure. You would always expect that San Diego is going to have the majority of possession, especially being at home. But I thought the chances they created were equal to those of San Diego up until the goal. And the Switchbacks had defended those kind of half crosses from really wide and distant positions pretty well up until that point. And then the strike from Corona, just not much you could do about it. He hit it so well, so sweetly. And the Switchbacks again find themselves behind on the road.
And to your point, there's only been one shot on target all match, and that was Corona's goal. Switchbacks getting outshot 10-2 overall. The possession going the way of San Diego Loyal to the tune of 62%. So, yeah, a lot of the numbers will say that San Diego controlled the first half, and in some ways they did, but the Switchbacks held their own, just broke at the wrong time. Joe Corona with his third of the season, and San Diego has the 1-0 lead. Switchbacks in San Diego getting the USL Championship slate on this Sunday, all to themselves, but a busy night across the league last night. I'll fill you in on all of it next on Extra Sports 1300.
Cumulus Podcast Network presents the Believe family of podcasts covering the latest sports across all professional sports leagues and major college sports teams, with current or former players hosting. Just search for BLEAV podcasts to find your favorite wherever you listen.
Attention Colorado Springs. Notes, a brand new music and social bar is now open in Northgate. Notes is dedicated to creating an unbeatable experience with great music, craft cocktails, beer, and a food menu that tops the charts. Start the night with some potato skins loaded with cheese, bacon, and green onions. Or maybe you're more in the mood for Southwest egg rolls or Notes chicken salad. They even have burgers or street tacos with pork or barbacoa. Check out the full menu at notesbar.com. After dinner, kick back and listen to some of the great music with one of Notes' signature cocktails, like their Notes Old Fashioned, the Dolly Pardon Me, or the Woodstock 99. Check out the events calendar for all the great live music, live DJs, and jazz and brunches. Get to Notes next to Bass Pro Shops near I-25 in Northgate or notesbar.com. Come try Notes with the Sweet Deal of the Week. This Friday at 9 a.m., go to Sweet Deals at extrasports1300.com and get two $25 gift certificates. That's half off a $50 value for just $25.
Hey guys, Tom Patterson here, founder and CEO of Tommy John. For years, you've been hearing me tell you about our revolutionary men's undergarments. But don't take my word for it. Listen to what our customers are saying.
Okay, I've been with my husband for 15 years, and my pet peeve has always been catching him rearranging himself. So I got him Tommy John, and he's never adjusted since.
Plain and simple, Tommy John's my favorite underwear ever. A horizontal fly, comfortable waistband, color options, and no wedgies. Thank you, Tommy John, for changing my life.
He's not exaggerating. Tommy John really will change your life. You'll love all of our phenomenal underwear, undershirts, and socks. Plus, the best pair you'll ever wear, or it's free, guarantee. Tommy John, no adjustment needed.
Stay cool and comfortable and save 20% on your first order at TommyJohn.com/audio. Get 20% off right now at TommyJohn.com/audio. See site for details.
This is Matt Mahoney, defender for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, and you're listening to Extra Sports 1300.
Switchbacks trailing 1-0 out in San Diego. Joe Corona with the goal in the 41st minute, his third of the season. Looking at the scores from around the league yesterday, a lot of East versus East, West versus West. As far as the Western Conference goes, the teams that were in action, Rio Grande Valley FC takes down El Paso Locomotive 5-2 in a high-scoring affair. Same scoreline for San Antonio, who did host one of the bottom teams in the East, Hartford Athletics. San Antonio wins 5-2. They never score that many goals. Phoenix Rising goes into Monterey Bay and gets a 2-0 win. Oakland draws Detroit 1-1. Orange County taking care of home field, beating New Mexico United, who have been playing well. 1-0 was the final there. And the Western Conference leading Sacramento Republic FC get a road win in Vegas, 2-1 was the final there. So the standings, Sacramento 4 points clear of San Antonio. Both teams win last night. Oakland with the point moves to third. San Diego, if this result holds, will jump to fourth in the conference. El Paso 5, Orange County 6, and the Switchbacks 7 as of right now, but they do have 45 minutes to turn things around and get a road result out in San Diego. 1-0. The score at the break. We'll look at some of the numbers from the first half next on Extra Sports 1300.
A.O. Smith is your local Middle Tennessee water heating and water filtration expert. They enjoy getting involved with local community events such as Titans football, and nationally is the presenting sponsor of the prestigious Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award every year. Most importantly, A.O. Smith takes pride in always being there for your needs at your home or business. When you need a water heater or water filter, think A.O. Smith and contact us today. To find a local professional installer, visit hotwater.com. That's hotwater.com.
Hey guys, Tom Patterson here, founder and CEO of Tommy John. For years, you've been hearing me tell you about our revolutionary men's undergarments. But don't take my word for it. Listen to what our customers are saying.
Okay, I've been with my husband for 15 years, and my pet peeve has always been catching him rearranging himself. So I got him Tommy John, and he's never adjusted since.
Plain and simple, Tommy John's my favorite underwear ever. A horizontal fly, comfortable waistband, color options, and no wedgies. Thank you, Tommy John, for changing my life.
He's not exaggerating. Tommy John really will change your life. You'll love all of our phenomenal underwear, undershirts, and socks. Plus, the best pair you'll ever wear, or it's free, guarantee. Tommy John, no adjustment needed.
Stay cool and comfortable and save 20% on your first order at TommyJohn.com/audio. Get 20% off right now at TommyJohn.com/audio. See site for details.
Cumulus Podcast Network presents Putting on the Airs. Join redneck comedians Trey Crowder and Corey Ryan Forrester, two good old Southern boys, as they learn about and analyze fancy people and their culture. Half redneck, half posh. 100% fun and entertaining. Enjoy wherever you listen.
Every day, you have a choice. Listen to your coworkers or listen to Extra Sports 1300. Stream your favorite shows on your computer at extrasports1300.com.
1-0 San Diego Loyal at the break out in Southern California. Ryan and Roland back with you. San Diego has possession 62% of the time. That only led to the one scoring opportunity. Give them full credit. They took advantage of it. Joe Corona scoring the goal. I think the thing to watch out for as we move into the second half, Roland, the discipline side of things. Yep. Switchbacks with 7 fouls, San Diego with 5, each team with a yellow card. And we really saw San Diego target James Musa after that initial yellow he received early in the half.
And I think, to your point, with them switching Musa to a more central defensive role, it took him off of that island a little bit. He was getting more and more isolated at left back, despite Juan Tejada working a lot. San Diego did a great job to try to pinpoint him, to try to exploit him after being on that yellow card. I think the Switchbacks may think about a change, maybe even as early as the half. We'll see. They don't have a ton of defensive reinforcements on their bench.
Yeah, no Patrick Seegers today for the Switchbacks, and we'll see what Stephen Hogan elects to do. Switchbacks got to find a way to score a goal as well as not conceding anymore. So work to be done as we open the second half of action, and that comes your way in 2 minutes here on the Switchbacks Radio Network.
A.O. Smith is your local Middle Tennessee water heating and water filtration expert. They enjoy getting involved with local community events such as Titans football, and nationally is the presenting sponsor of the prestigious Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award every year. Most importantly, A.O. Smith takes pride in always being there for your needs at your home or business. When you need a water heater or water filter, think A.O. Smith and contact us today. To find a local professional installer, visit hotwater.com. That's hotwater.com.
Cumulus Podcast Network presents Talkville. Join co-stars Tom Welling, Clark Kent, and Michael Rosenbaum, Lex Luthor, as they revisit Smallville, the iconic TV series that changed the way you look at Superman, one of America's favorite superheroes. Enjoy wherever you listen. Cumulus Podcast Network presents Give Them Lala, hosted by TV personality, singer, and entrepreneur Lala Kent. Each week, Lala delves into relationships, sex, betrayal, mental health, business, and her personal life. Enjoy wherever you listen.
Cumulus Podcast Network presents the Believe family of podcasts covering the latest sports across all professional sports leagues and major college sports teams, with current or former players hosting. Just search for BLEAV podcasts to find your favorite wherever you listen.
Former Navy SEAL Sean Ryan shares real stories from real people from all walks of life on The Sean Ryan Show.
Sean Webb. Everyone can be influenced, and a computer system and artificial intelligence is on the cusp of figuring out how to do that. You're talking about the ability of being able to simulate that they're a human being and sign you up for a special task force, and all of a sudden you're working for an artificial intelligence that's arming you, equipping you, and has a human army to defend its artificial intelligence goals. That's where we're at.
The Sean Ryan Show on YouTube or wherever you listen. A.O. Smith is your local Middle Tennessee water heating and water filtration expert. They enjoy getting involved with local community events such as Titans football, and nationally is the presenting sponsor of the prestigious Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award every year. Most importantly, A.O. Smith takes pride in always being there for your needs at your home or business. When you need a water heater or water filter, think A.O. Smith and contact us today. To find a local professional installer, visit hotwater.com. That's hotwater.com.
Keeping your favorite hosts close to your heart, or wherever you put your phone. Download the Extra Sports 1300 app and listen to your favorite shows anywhere.
Start of the second half out in San Diego. Switchbacks trailing San Diego Loyal 1-0. A goal in the 41st minute by Joe Corona is the difference right now. Switchbacks have yet to test Coque Vegas. How do they do that here, knowing that San Diego might be buttoning down the hatches a little bit here in the second half, Roland?
Yeah, the Switchbacks had opportunities when they were able to win the ball back in that sort of midfield area. They really didn't put much pressure on San Diego when they had the ball in their own half, right up until the end of that first 45. I think the Switchbacks have to start selling out a little bit more as this half goes on, start trying to push forward, start their press a little bit higher up and try to see if they can't fluster the host. They don't look especially confident when they build out of the back under pressure. It's all about the under pressure and whether the Switchbacks can get up in their face and get up and force a turnover.
San Diego will begin the half with possession here. The game ball being delivered to midfield. San Diego will now, as the team switch sides, be going left to right across your radio dial. Switchbacks shooting at the same goal San Diego scored in, so maybe all the goals today are going to be in that one.
Not 100% sure I see James Musa out there to begin the second half. Switchbacks in a huddle, though.
Well, James Musa would be one that you'd be able to pick out immediately, not just because you're wondering his status following that yellow card and a couple other reprimands, but just his sheer size as the Switchbacks break their team huddle before the second half begins. See if James Musa is continuing on. San Diego gets us underway here in the second half. Loyal leading 1-0. They'll immediately play the ball back to Coque Vegas. Pings it out to the far sideline. Switchbacks now a noticeable difference. They were letting San Diego walk the ball all the way up to midfield, and now they're not letting him do that, putting him under some pressure here, trying to force a turnover.
Yeah, and that's what the Switchbacks have to do. They can't be so passive when San Diego build out from the back every single time. They fell into a little bit of a pattern.
Diagonal ball sent across the field for San Diego. They'll play it to the far post. Ball still loose in the box. A shot was deflected. Switchbacks trying to get on it. Still can't. Now at the top of the 18, a shot, and Kuzminski sprawled. Just went wide of the post for San Diego. Joe Corona nearly had a brace.
Yeah, at it again. Nice little turn from Corona. Kuzminski not having to get any fingertips on that one as the ball comes flying through at full stretch, though, was the Switchbacks goalkeeper. Nice move from Corona, just inches wide of Kuzminski's left-hand post.
Yeah, and shot that with his non-dominant foot there. Impressive strike by Joe Corona. Just sails wide. It remains 1-0, 46-34 and counting here as we open the second half out in Southern California. San Diego right back with it, cross to the near post, headed back towards goal, and Kuzminski able to grab it.
Yeah, and James Musa was pulled out at halftime for Stevie Echeverria. We were talking on air, Switchbacks not having a ton of defensive reinforcements. Echeverria would be one that you would imagine could come in and do a roll out wide as the Switchbacks break forward. Just don't have the numbers in the box. San Diego, comfortable clearing header, will be a Switchbacks throw.
Echeverria making his 19th appearance of the season, one of the more versatile Switchbacks players. Very good defender, and we saw a couple weeks ago he can also get into one and score goals.
And I don't think the Switchbacks had any choice but to pull James Musa out of that match. Awfully lucky not to see a second yellow in that first half, as the Switchbacks going to be whistled for a foul. Jairo Enriquez does not agree. Just looked like a shoulder-to-shoulder. Excuse me, Ryan.
Well, I was just going to say Enriquez was trying for a bit of a swim move on his defender and just clipped him as he went by. So San Diego with a free kick in their own half. 3 minutes into the second half. Switchbacks trailing 1-0. San Diego down the far sideline will have it. Played across the face of goal. Now played out front. Out of the box, Switchbacks defending well. San Diego still with it in a high danger area. Now being forced out to the corner. Good job by Colorado Springs, as now the play will finish with the Switchbacks playing it out.
And so far in this second half, it's been Juan Tejada at left back for the Switchbacks.
You want to talk about versatility.
Jay Chapman just lets that one run. It'll be a Switchbacks goal kick. Yeah, we talked about just how much tracking back in the first half Tejada was having to do. Now, he couldn't really influence the game going forward too much. It'll be interesting to see if the Switchbacks get into, as we finally get confirmation of that sub, it'll be interesting to see if the Switchbacks can nail something down with this back four, because it's been a little bit fluid, especially in the wide positions the opening 4 minutes of the second half.
Switchbacks won the initial header, and now they'll have possession in their own half of the field, trailing 1-0. They try to get out to the near side, and they do with some space. Cross midfield. Matt Mahoney. Now Jay Chapman. Working towards the far side now. Back to the middle for Chapman. Stepping through is Jairo Enriquez. His pass taken away by San Diego. Juan Tejada tracking into the play, trying to take it away. Did that one go off the referee? Play will be stopped.
Yeah, not much you could do about it. Just be a drop ball. Caught that one right in the referee's ribs.
Good job, though, not being whistled for the handball there. Got the arms out of the way. 50 minutes into this match. San Diego Loyal with the 1-0 lead. Joe Corona with the goal. Loyal with it in their own half. They play it back to Coque Vegas. Out to the far sideline. We've had some success early in this half out there. Switchbacks this time able to get it out of play.
Yeah, Tejada very much just to Matt Mahoney's left-hand side. Ogren and Mahoney at center back for the Switchbacks. Skundrich on the right. Tejada trying to pick up as much ground as he can at left back. Stevie Echeverria in alongside Speedy Williams in the middle of midfield. Kuzminski just rolls it to Oscar Ogren. We'll go out left-hand side for Matt Mahoney. Mahoney doing his best to improve the switchback spacing. And they work it up the left, right in front of their head coach, Stephen Hogan. Beautiful touch from Speedy Williams. Switchbacks have something going.
And they'll play it over. Switchbacks have it. Save made by Vegas. Switchbacks get it back, though, at the top of the box here. Got to keep the pressure up. Looking around the perimeter of the 18, headed out by San Diego Loyal. Colorado Springs back on it. They'll try further wide, and they're offside.
It's the best pass of the match from Speedy Williams. Just cut right through that San Diego defense, hitting his countryman, Malik Foster. It was beautiful play by the switchbacks. Just a lovely touch from Speedy Williams to get himself the space, and then the pass is absolutely sublime. Malik decided to take the strike first time to beat Koke Vegas. Vegas stopped with his feet. Best chance of the game for Colorado Springs.
But alas, it remains 1-0 San Diego as they walk it up the field.
What a ball that was from Speedy Williams.
Yeah, and just an overall great sequence considering he was able to get around his defender to get some space. So now the ball runs out of play, giving the switchbacks a throw just to the right of their own bench area. Referee telling Matt Mahoney to hold up, and the switchbacks captain not happy about that. He wanted to get going quickly here. We'll throw it towards the middle of the field. Far sideline just kept in by Colorado Springs. Play ball over the top, looking for Malik Foster. Got on the first touch. Now corrals it, gets dragged almost down to the turf. Nothing there for the referee to call. Just two players jockeying for position there. Switchbacks still with possession, though. Played into the box, headed out by San Diego Loyal.
Yeah, much better intensity going forward from the switchbacks. Last couple of minutes, they're putting San Diego under pressure, winning the ball back in advantageous areas, and finally testing Koke Vegas. Switchbacks do that once again, win the ball back just inside the San Diego half.
Jay Chapman reverses fields to the near side. Juan Tejada. Tejada sidesteps the defender, takes a shot, and Koke Vegas able to make the save.
Yeah, it got just a little touch off the defender's cleat as it went through. That's where Juan Tejada wants the ball. It wants it to cut in on that right foot. We saw that in Phoenix, and the sting just taken out of the strike as it got a little clip on its way through. Comfortable in the end from Vegas.
Yeah, Camden Riley did not help out Vegas much at all. Tejada got it right underneath the extended leg of Camden Riley, but Koke Vegas there able to go down to his left hip to make the save. Score remains 1-0 San Diego, and there's a Loyal player down on the field. That is Grant Stoneman, being attended to by the training staff. This injury stoppage brought to you by Centura Health.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened to Stoneman. Played well in this match, former Wisconsin Badger and Loyola Rambler.
And maybe just a cramp there for Stoneman. But because the training staff came out, he'll have to go out for just a few moments before being allowed to re-enter, but walking off the field under his own power. Reminder that the Switchbacks are at home in just a few days. They'll be hosting Birmingham Legion at 6 o'clock. The first 1,000 fans through the gates will get an exclusive Switchbacks pirate hat or princess wand provided by the Children's Hospital for Pirates and Princess Night. Roland Vargas.
I'm into that.
There'll be a pirate-themed fireworks show.
Ooh.
Get your tickets now. SwitchbacksFC.com. My city, my team.
No, an eye patch giveaway would have crushed it on that night.
Yeah, but how many princesses have eye patches? So you'd have to get like the first 500
I see what
people.
yeah.
You get 500 patches, 500 tiaras, and then you decide as you make your way in. Actually, that would have worked.
That would have,
Malik Foster.
Yeah. I just selfishly heard Pirates and just kind of discounted the second half of it. But yeah, all in.
Again, that's a Friday night affair at Widener Field. Birmingham's putting together a really solid campaign. Should be a tough test. Meanwhile, the Switchbacks trying to work through the test they have on their hands with San Diego. They do have about 35 yards from goal. Flipped it forward, looking for Malik Foster. Cleared out by San Diego. Switchbacks get possession right at the middle of the field. Mahoney up to Tejada. When Tejada moments ago nearly equalized. Just didn't get as much as he wanted to on the shot. Colorado Springs now on the far side of the field. Tried to slip one through there, and it's deflected away by San Diego. They'll gain possession on the end line. Try to work their way up the far sideline, and it's lost out of play. So a throw-in in a good spot here for Colorado Springs. So get another look at Speedy Williams trying to flip it over the top for Malik Foster. Good play by Camden Riley. Back to live action now. Airmailed pass. Out of play. San Diego will have a throw. Camden Riley will do the honors here.
Yeah, right idea from the Switchbacks, just trying to quickly change the impetus of their attack. Just overhit the pass. Switchbacks doing what we talked about at halftime, pressing high up the field, winning the ball back inside the San Diego half. They do that again. Nice ball around the corner from Chapman.
And now Malik Foster with it on the end line, takes a shot. Vegas made the save. San Diego with it. They got to get it out of their own end, and they at least send it out of play. Switchbacks with a throw immediately from Mahoney into Chapman. Chapman reversing fields just a bit. Oscar Ogren getting involved, or Drew Skundrich, excuse me. Cross blocked by San Diego. Fjellberg goes down. We play on. Switchbacks to the near side. Tejada again with the shot, and Koke Vegas well positioned to make the save.
Struck that really well. Came through a body as well. Koke Vegas, that's a pretty decent save, honestly. Probably saw that one late. Skipped up off the turf as well. Good contact, and it was a really good save just a couple minutes before that off of Malik Foster. Second big leg save of the match from Koke Vegas, and then Tejada nicely down off the chest. Strike going goalwards, and Koke Vegas with good hands.
San Diego with it as we approach the hour mark. Switchbacks have picked up the pace, have tested Vegas a couple of times. Still no goals to show for it, though. 1-0, San Diego with the lead. Camden Riley will play it back to Koke Vegas. And now San Diego just shy of midfield. Again, we'll go back to their keeper. Vegas will now send it to the far sideline. We've crossed the hour mark with the Switchbacks trailing by 1.
They played so well in this second half, the Switchbacks. Chances galore, left, right. They're moving the ball quickly. And the Switchbacks are causing San Diego issues. They just need something a little more consistent going forward as they force the Loyal all the way back to Koke Vegas. Vegas just pings it out to the far side. San Diego playing between their center backs and Koke Vegas. They'll look now to the right-hand side. Switchbacks settled defensively. They've pushed Juan Tejada a little bit further forward. Switchbacks more of a back three and then using their wingbacks to help out defensively when needed. Nice little spell of possession for the hosts, but so far haven't been able to create anything on Kuzminski's goal in the second half.
Cross into the box here. Switchbacks played it well, but not out of danger. San Diego with the shot. That one just sprays off of the foot there of Tumi Moshobane.
Yeah, should have done better. Kuzminski didn't need to get involved at the back post, just got hung up under the switchbacks, and then Moshobane not able to get his hip around that one and just sprays that left-footed finish well wide. Player of his quality should be putting that one on net. Switchbacks desperate defending in the end.
And now Colorado Springs in the midfield circle, playing it over the top. San Diego first on the scene. Goes right to a Switchbacks player. His shot from 20 yards out was blocked. Now Tejada with it. Again, steps around two defenders. Looking for his third shot. Gets it, but it was deflected over to the crossbar by a San Diego defender, and it will result in a corner kick.
Juan Tejada, the outlet for the Switchbacks in this second half. He wants it on that right foot. San Diego know that. Good strike. Decent block as well. Could have gone anywhere. Luckily for San Diego, balloons up and over. Switchbacks player needs some assistance just inside the 18. Referee brings on the training staff. I think that's Jonas Fjellberg. Didn't see exactly what happened to him. He was flying forward to support that attack as Tejada had the ball.
It's the second time that Fjellberg has required attention from the training staff. Sitting up. Now getting worked on. This injury stoppage brought to you by Centura Health. Mario Williams and Deshane Beckford look like they're going to be making their way into this contest shortly. San Diego with a couple of changes at the ready as well.
Sorry, Ryan. I was just going to say it's been a really good second half so far. Game really opening up. Switchbacks playing with that offensive nous that they really missed in that first 45, really flying forward, stringing together some good play. I think it's been the best sort of segment of the last couple of matches on the road for the Switchbacks. They've really caused San Diego some issues. They had to bring Musa off at halftime. That's kind of opened them up a little bit defensively for the Switchbacks, but they've gotten some more bodies going forward. They've gotten more bite about their attack, and they'll bring on some changes of their own. Romario Williams into the match, replacing Jairo Enriquez.
And Deshane Beckford will be the other one. We'll get you all the substitutions after this corner kick. Brought to you by McDivitt Law Firm. Switchback sending it in. A high kick headed out by San Diego. Colorado Springs back on it, though. They'll send it into the box, headed out again by San Diego. Not all the way out, though, as the Switchbacks again gain possession. Their first sustained pressure of the half, as Jay Chapman, within the middle of the field, dribbling in a circle, plays it straight back to Speedy Williams. Now out to the far sideline. Play to the middle here, Jay Chapman. Chapman flips it forward, looking for Malik Foster. Brings it in just shy of the end line. Played out to the sideline for Mahoney. Now to Chapman. Switchbacks trying to work their way to the middle of the field. They do with Speedy Williams. Williams had the C's part for a moment, thought about the shot, but instead he'll play it over to Mahoney. Now back to Williams. Switchbacks want to make the most of this possession. Very deliberate. Trying to find the seam in the San Diego defense. Drew Skundrich. Back to the near sideline. Now Skundrich back on it. Switchbacks being forced out to the midfield line here a little bit by San Diego. And now foul will put an end to that sequence, but give the Switchbacks a free kick.
Yeah, Switchbacks look like the home team last few minutes of this match, really bossing possession. And Switchbacks want to have another chat on the near side. And Tumi Moshobane going to pick up a yellow card. Not sure exactly for what. Had some, maybe a little bit late getting off the field. He will be replaced by Alejandro Guido. Guido, young man from Southern California. And it sure looks like Ronaldo Damus is going to check into the match as well.
And would imagine just by positions, it doesn't have to go this way, but Damus would be a logical replacement for Moshobane, who picks up his second yellow card of the year as he exits the contest. And now both teams have made multiple substitutions.
Yeah, game really slowed down here last couple of minutes. We've now got a San Diego player needing some attention. Switchback still waiting to take the free kick. So Guido in. And also Damus replacing Evan Conway. Grant Stoneman is going to have to come out with that injury that we saw him receiving treatment for. Michael Chilaka, the Israeli defender, is going to come on in his place.
And I believe this will be the debut of Chilaka. We've already seen the debut of Carlos Guzman this afternoon. So a lot of different players have made their way into this one, which is here approaching the 68-minute mark. Switchbacks with the free kick. They're trailing 1-0. They get the go-ahead after all the injuries and substitutions. They flip it towards the end line. Koke Vegas coming way out of his goal to play it. Switchbacks trying to center it out front. San Diego picking up their keeper there.
Yeah, that's the danger with Koke Vegas. Got nowhere near that one as he punches the ensuing cross out, only as far as Speedy Williams. Gets on the ball just now, tries to get it to Matt Mahoney. He'll win the header.
But then San Diego steps in front of it. They'll play it across midfield.
Great play from Oscar Ogden.
Yeah, tracks back to get possession for the Switchbacks.